Opener, huh? Is this one of those things where you're kind of anxious about it, or by now? I've been around for so long. It's just another beginning of the year.
No, the first week one, it's always fun. You always get the jitters. You always get excited for it. So, just stick to the game plan and do your job. Go out there and do what you can to help the team win. But definitely not. I mean, every year, the first week's always exciting.
Any memories of playing in that environment in Pittsburgh?
Not a lot of great ones. So, hopefully we can make some good ones this week.
I might butcher this, but Coach Forrester was just talking about the intricacies of this offense and how some of this has been new to you as far as those intricacies. But like seeing an open hole, and it's like, don't just, not always, but wait and be patient and don't just immediately burst through the hole. Does that resonate with you, what he's talking about? And is it this, off-season and training camp where that becomes more natural?
Definitely, yeah. It's not something that you just learn in one day. Coach Turner always says repetition and space reps. And so the more reps you can get at it, the more you can see it, the more you can understand what exactly you're trying to do on the play, the better feel you can have for it.
How hard is it to be patient when you see those holes just starting to open up?
I think it's hard until as soon as you do it wrong, then you realize, hopefully you can make it easier on yourself the next time and don't mess up more than once. But definitely, I think that's why the preparation really matters, and going over, exactly the blocking scheme on each specific play and why that's so important.
Christian, Bosa has said multiple times that he noticed your work ethic and compared it to himself, like it felt like you. And I think you've said similar things about him. What is it about the way he conducts his business that impresses you and resonates with you?
I think, when it comes to Bosa, he wants to do one thing, and that's sack the quarterback, do what he can for the defense, and win football games. And that's, football is what I love to do most in the world. It's my favorite thing. I think it's the same for him. And when it's your favorite thing to do, you kind of just live your life by doing everything humanly possible to try to be the best you can at it.
What was your reaction when you heard the news yesterday that he was back?
I was just fired up. I think everybody was fired up.
Christian, how different does it feel this season, getting to go into a full season, or you're going to be with this team all year, and you've mastered the playbook and got to know your teammates?
Yeah, it feels great. Definitely, there's a difference between getting a full OTAs in a training camp and showing up, week 7. So, really excited.
Does Debo look super motivated to you this year, and you excited to see like a full season with you guys can do together in the same offense?
Yeah, Debo's always been motivated, but he's such a special player, such a special athlete that I'm excited to see what he does, and just knowing that he's on the field is great for all of us.
What have you seen?
Ayuk and Kittle, that sounds like an all-star team, and on paper it's like, well, you're just going to score once a game. It's not that easy, but I guess the possibility is exciting about what can happen 17 games left for you guys.
Definitely. I think for us it's just about execution. On any given play, your number can be called. And when you're on a talented team, the standard is very high of doing your job and doing it well. So it's been a lot of fun being able to work with these guys and watching all the special things that they do.
Brock was voted one of the team captains. It's pretty natural for a quarterback, but it's still hard to process exactly what he accomplished last year, and then to come back from the elbow that fast, all the things that he's done in that short amount of time.
I think when you get to know him, it's not as shocking as probably the public might seem. To me, I'm not surprised at all. He's a hell of a player, hell of a leader, and a guy who's going to be great in this league for a long time.
What have you seen growth-wise from Brock this season?
I think it's funny when people ask me about the quarterback position. I'm not a quarterback, and I don't know what they're reading. All I know is when he's got the ball, he looks confident as ever. He knows exactly where to go with it, and then he plays beyond the X's and O's. But he did all that last year too. So I'm just excited to see how he comes back this year, and once again, just happy he's on our team.
Steelers are such a historic franchise, and you being a running back, fan of running backs, when you were a kid growing up, when someone would bring up the Pittsburgh Steelers, is there a back or a player that stands out?
Man, there's a lot. You know, you can go down the list. Obviously, you got the bus. You know, when I was kind of in high school, college, you know, Le'Veon Bell obviously was such a special back, and you know, kind of patented being patient, running duo, and doing all those things, and making guys miss in the open field. So, and you can go back. I mean, there's legends that have played for the Steelers that, you know, I'm sure. It's not that I haven't watched them, but just growing up in my era, the bus was always the bus, and you know, after that, you had Le'Veon Bell, you had, you know, a bunch of other backs as well. So, yeah.
Franco here.
Young for Franco.
No, I'm not too
He's
young
too
for
young.
Franco. I'm not going to sit here and say I've watched a bunch of Franco days. You know.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's right.